So we are installing the trunking. The socket is downstairs, right down there. This is the first conduit that's gonna go up. We need to install the clips, and we needed 20 centimeters at least for the unit. I'm gonna go 25, just to give them a little bit more space. So my conduit is 27, 26 and a half, really. How many of you struggle to put a Christmas lighting up on your house, and now they are going to have a beautiful support? Okay. And a customer already told me they're going to be putting Christmas lights from my conduit, so I want to make sure this is a properly good fix on them. So each window comes with a unit, 20 by 102, and that's like a security blind for this house. And so put it in place first. You can always unclip it and then put the cable in. Lovely, we've got nice straight lines. That's my marking, so I'm going 15 centimeters from the edge of the window, as the actual motor is going to end about there. So that's where it's going to go. Motor is going to go here, and I think that's going to look pretty clean. I need to know exactly how much of the pipe I need to cut before I fit this in. Put it on the end, and let's now measure. 2.5. So it's 2.5. So if my box is exactly here, then I've got 2.5. That edge ends up inside the box, just like so. So it's now 2.5 centimeter. Actually, almost all of it goes in. Cable's going down, that's down for the flex. Very nice. Let's do some drilling. Nice. What we have to do is we need to remember about drilling a drain port just down there. It's very important in every case. Okay, nice. Twist, good. Locked in place. Here as well. At this point, I need to really make sure that the next one I'm going to put in, as you can see, then that top entry is going to... So that is my 15 centimeters from the edge. So it's about there. So it's here. I think that could be exactly where we want it to be, right at the top, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go get the second box, start dressing this up. Well, with that magic, it's there on the bench. If I could only flick my finger and have it in my hand. In my hand. Cool. That's gonna go up in here. This is the edge of the box, so that's where I need to cut this. Let's cut it, put it on, mark, drill, fix, and then we'll have to do the top run. Perfect, in line, just as we want it. Okay, we've got that. We need to do a draining port on that one, and then nice straight run up there. So let's aim for the middle. Ready now with the conduit. This will be the starting point from here all the way up. That's the first 90 degree. And then watch your head, I would say. Then we'll come across first, second, and third. So as you notice, I pop these off, but I leave them here inside, so they could be put back in if at any point this needs to be changed for whatever reason. And here we've got last one. Here we go. So it's time now to feed the cable in. I'm gonna use 2.5 twin and earth. It's absolutely acceptable if it's in a conduit outside. Could use singles, but I realized I've got some, but not enough. 2.5 on that will be absolutely perfect. So let's crack on and put the cable in.
A few moments later.
So for this, just like that, drop it all the way down. Here we go. There we are, nice. Beautiful. So cutting it like that, creating that little diamond cut, like this shape, it allows you to go through these little steps nice and easy, and even within the actual gland itself. Now I'm going to measure just enough to get myself to the first box and slightly more, and I need to remember to put the elbow in. Nice. Put this nice and straight, push in the excess. Okay, and in. We're in. I'll see if I can push this up. I don't know if it works, but we only have to try. If I let it go, it's gonna come down. I'm in. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but it's there picking up me. Okay, I don't want it to fall, so I will have to do something crafty and leave myself enough slack to allow me to do that. Yeah, I know, Greg, you're overdoing it. Cool, let's go up. Here we are. Absolutely marvelous. So just a little bit extra. We're gonna take this here, put this nice and straight. They actually work out all right. Marvelous. Okay, so what we have to do is also replace that for the client. As you can see, that's not even glanded at all. There is no gland, and looks like someone built his house. Unfortunately, we need to take this down to get to the back of it. Not even weatherproofed. Like really bad job. You should shame on you, whoever installed this. The aim would be to turn this into a double socket, just properly gland the cable. Okay. So this is slightly the other way around. I'll put the gland in first before I attach to the box. I already got cable, I already got this. I want to make sure that I'm in the right place for the hole in the back of my socket. Oh, how did I do that? I don't know. The friend is going up here. That has to go up there as well. So you can lock this nut, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. Okay. Apologies for my finger, people, but I prefer to leave it like that, as it will dry out and it will actually heal quicker. But I understand if anyone is faint-hearted, so please, apologies for that. But as an electrician, or people watching electrical channel, we electricians are not worried about going extra mile, even being hurt, to do your electrics. It doesn't stop us. We are not whinging. We just crack on with our work, because we are here to deliver. I just noticed it now. But how about we install this sideways? Is that a problem? It's all nice and square. I couldn't go any lower because 1.2, sorry, yeah, it's about there. So the unit is right here. They could change that and put it on the side if they wanted. And I didn't want it to make any bends in the pipe, so it looks nicer. And well, I think this is absolutely perfectly acceptable. It just opened to the side and then side click. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so we managed to put the silicone in on the back of that. Screwed that one done. They all done, completed, waiting for second fix. But actually, what we just received from the client, that we will be installing also a wind turbine. So one of those devices. So when in the event of strong wind, the sensor will pick up and it will roll the blinds up. Equally for the awning, client also wanted something like this. So maybe a separate sensor for the awning as well. So great, but that will be the end for today. Just need to tidy up all this mess and get ready for tomorrow.